us right now.
It's 7 a.m. from Fox 35. This is Good Day.
Speaking of finances, all week long we here on Good Day have been helping you reach your financial goals. We've talked about debt, we've talked taxes, we've talked college funding. But if you need help, maybe we can help you out today with a budget. From groceries to utility bills, budgeting these days can be a little confusing. But there are certain things you can do to keep track yourself. Joining us now is Christina Pinto, certified financial planner from Marino, Peelan, Pinto & Clark, MPC. Good to see you, Christina. Thanks for coming in today. All right, let's talk first of all about creating a family budget, because we hear it all the time.
Yes.
You have to have a budget. So few people do. Where do you start?
Well, and I think that's the key, is today we find that so few people do have a personal budget, and unfortunately it's something that for whatever reason, whether they don't want to spend, they don't want to know what they're spending, or they don't have the time basically to put it together, and some people really don't see the value in it. But we see personal bankruptcies are at an all-time high. And overspending, obviously the housing crisis didn't help the matter, but you know, it's impulse buying, it's overspending, it's using your credit cards too much.
Because you don't think about it when you don't have a written plan. A lot of people use something like a Quicken program, so you can go back. If you don't have a computer program, how do you suggest people do this? Do you just keep a paper log?
Yeah, it's very basic. There's a lot of worksheets online, and basically it's looking at your income, making different categories for your expenses. And I think the bottom line is not just creating the budget and those categories, but sticking to it. And that's the hard part. Putting it together is easy, but then you really have to stick to your budget.
Let's talk about that. There have been times in my life when we had the budget and we just didn't pay attention to it. Do you have any tips on how you consciously think, okay, do we have this much money to spend on dining, on auto? How do you do it there?
Well, I think it comes down to, it's a very personal thing. I think budgets are based on your values and what you like to do. Your budget may allow for going to concerts more than mine, or golf, or different things. So I think if you look at it based on what you enjoy doing, pay yourself first. That is, you know, make sure you're putting away money for savings, for college, for retirement. But also I think it's important to give yourself an allowance, because you've seen those people where they have such tight budgets, they're not going to work. And so if you're not happy and you're not fulfilling that part of your life that you like with that small allowance, whether it's playing golf or going out to the movies, you're not going to make that budget work.
You're saving money, but you're miserable. So what's the point? Every financial person that I've interviewed, a lot of multimillionaires, all say the same thing. Pay yourself first. Why do you think that's so important?
Well, look at how people accumulate wealth. 401ks, your retirement accounts, and why is that? You don't see the money, you don't touch the money, it comes straight out of your checking account into your retirement account, and most people have accumulated wealth that way. If you just do it first before you pay your bills, not at the end of the month, because then it's not usually there, but at the beginning of the month, you're going to find that that money will accumulate, and paying yourself first really works.
All right. Christina Pinto, MPC. Thank you, ma'am. Good to see you. Appreciate your time today.
Thank you.
All right, Liz, we're going to send it over to you. See how traffic's shaping.
Yeah, really good tips. Thanks so much. Your live drive traffic this morning looking okay for those of you in Orlando. You notice here